Giving it a second. If you're watching this on the playback, thank you for being patient. Okay. All right, everybody, what's happening? So, I was tending to my altars this morning, and I heard the phrase time capsule. So I really don't know what they mean by this, okay? This time capsule thing, but that is what was said, time capsule. Okay, so I am going to light some incense and then we'll get into it. And I don't know if they mean like, this is how far you've come, like look back how far you've come, or make a time capsule now, okay? Or maybe you have a time capsule, I don't know. We're gonna see why Spirit is saying that. What's good, Nelson? We're gonna see why Spirit is telling us something about a time capsule. What's good, Cynthia? Okay, if you guys could smash the like button on your way in, it would be greatly appreciated. What's good, Sugar Plum? Trying to get a good burn on this Palo Santo. There we go. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? There we go. All right, so we gotta start with the astro codes. Como la flor, yes. This is my Selena top. Okay. Spirit, what's this message about a time capsule? What's this message about a time capsule, Spirit? Can you show me? Anything else? Anything else? Thank you. Got South Node passed at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like there's something about this time capsule and about where you've been. Okay, now also, by now, I forget the date. It could have been yesterday. If not today, this is when the official North Node transfer happens, where it goes into Taurus and the South Node is in Scorpio, okay? So you got second house resources. And, you know, the North Node is going into Taurus, which is the second house of values. What's good, Pink? And I feel like this has something to do with your money is about to shift. Okay? Now you got Juno Partnership. And I'm not going to tell you that I know where Juno is right now because I am not sure. Okay? But I do know that with Venus retrograde, there is a... what's good, Nick? There is the energy of like looking back with the Venus retrograde, and this could be so that you can look at patterns in relationships. You have Chiron heel, which is in Aries right now. And Chiron, if I'm not mistaken, was like a healer and ended up getting mortally wounded, okay? So it's like wherever Chiron is in your chart, that's what you need to heal. Okay, you got Ascendant entrance in reverse. This is this is number 35. It reduces to an 8. I feel like this Ascendant entrance being in reverse, there's something about the way you look at the path that you've been on that needs a recalibration. Okay, you've got 8th house mystery. Okay, this is Scorpio. This is also that ascendant, I mean that north node, south node, because that's where the south node is going. I feel like, you know, there may be parts or old wounds that you've hidden from yourself with the Chiron and the mysteries, okay? Juno, like, so this could be some healing of either the divine masculine, the divine feminine, or, you know, regardless of your gender, we need to be in balance. We have both of these attributes within us. If you haven't been taking action on something, I feel like there may be a need to heal some divine feminine energy in you so that the divine masculine can take action. If you're more action oriented, but you haven't been looking at your emotions, there might be some need to heal the divine masculine, which is like, you know, doing the most and pushing, but not looking at why, right? Needing to bring forth more of the feminine energy, right? So it feels like whatever sector it's in, you need to look at the opposite, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, we're gonna go into this divine abundance deck. We've been getting pretty good messages from this one. What's good, Mary? Let's take a look. You got limitless here. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. So I feel like there's going to be people and situations that could be saying things to you that are going to be like messages from the divine. It may seem very like it could be totally random. They're saying totally random. What's good, Tamila? So like, let's say you have a family member who's completely not spiritual, right? And then all of a sudden they bring up something that's very spiritual. It's like Spirit is using that person purposefully to get your attention because it's not something they would normally say. Okay? Or you'll see something that you were just thinking about. It's going to be a lot of energy like that. You got expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. There may be some attachment, like let's say you've been manifesting. There may be some attachment into the way you think things should be, right? So for instance, let's say you're starting a business and you believe that to start this business, X, Y, and Z needs to be in place, and it may not be. Spirit may say, you know what, it's going to come in this other way. But if you are holding on to what you believe, remember, you can't imagine as well as the divine can, okay? You got reframe here, all right? It says This is happening for me, not to me. And that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, don't hold on to the how things are coming, because it could be that spirit is shifting things around you so that you can bring in what you want. Now, you got grounded in reverse, okay? We're going into Aquarius right now, okay? And I feel like it says many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage, right? And, you know, especially for my earth signs, you know, this new Aquarius energy, it's very much in the ethers. Okay, there could be a need to be a little more grounded at this time, okay? See if you can, and you know, it's cold for a lot of us, okay? If you can't go outside, you know, try to find a meditation that has something to do with nature, okay? Do some plant work, like, you know, spend some time with your plants, anything that would be like grounding, okay? And I'm looking at this limitless and expansiveness and, you know, time capsules, like, you know, I feel like there's also a need to journal. Or maybe if you are a journaler, it may be time to go back and look, because you might find that you've already accomplished some of the things without realizing. They're saying, Spirit, what would this time capsule, what does it mean? Rochelle, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Okay, this is something about something you already put in the ethers. Okay, but it's now you have to, like, yesterday I was saying something about the sacred, or like the path you were on was sacred. Okay, and I feel like this is, you know, honor and follow the guidance of your heart. Like, honor yourself, treat yourself as royalty right now. Envision the things that you've been calling in as they are already, instead of lack mentality. You got Yvonne, you have a special bond with animals. This card keeps coming out. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Okay, so I feel like this keeps coming out. Okay, and I was saying yesterday, some of you could be dreaming with your spirit animals, okay? But I feel like this keeps coming out. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? They also just said right now, like, okay, if you kept something from a pet or something, like that can be like a good luck charm. Like, I have a dog that passed several years ago, and I still have his dog tag, okay? Xana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. And that could be that grounded energy, okay? Could have been feeling most of 2021 like a whirlwind. All right, and I feel like now it's time to ground down and realize that you are protected, okay? You are safe. You got Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. What's good, Copenhagen? And this is what I said about the visualizing it as already so, okay? All right. Let's pull some tarot and try to find out what's going on here. What deck do I want to use? Let's use the Modern Witch today. Let me move some of these. This is a lot. What's good through Maddie's eyes? Alrighty. Can you show me why you say time capsule? What is the relevance of this message? Time capsule, Spirit. Can you show me? What is this time capsule? Okay, they're saying something about a foundation. I'm just picking up the energy while I shuffle. They're saying something about a foundation. They're showing me concrete being poured. I'm hearing, if I could put time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is spend any day till eternity passes away. I'd spend it with you, something like that. I don't know. It's not a song that I really know like that. I think it was like a old 60s or 70s song, right? You got Hermit at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Swords under that. And the 9 of Swords. I feel like these are old wounds. Okay? I feel like these are old wounds. And then underneath that, you have the Queen of Swords. Right? These are the hardened corners of the heart. 70s, right? Hardened corners of the heart. Okay? When you really want the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Truth and love, a true love. 3 of Wands, waiting for that to come in. Okay, but this 4 of Pentacles tells me holding on to something from the past. Time capsule. Are you stuck in a time capsule? Jim Croce. Crockett or Croce? Yeah. It was a song to your father. Look at that, okay? So there's something here about not being closed off or not being hardened by an experience, something in the past. Okay, let's get a deck to clarify. We've got the 5 of Swords out here. Spirit, why is this 5 of Swords here, please? (1973). I don't know all the words either. I know I've heard it in passing, but yes. 5 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles. This could be somebody trying to manipulate you and not give equally to you. But I really feel like this is something that you've been trying to do or have happen. Like 5 of Swords, like not giving up, trying to bring something. But with the 6 of Pentacles, it's like no matter how hard you try, it's not balanced or it doesn't come in equally or you're putting more than what you're getting. Okay? You got the Fool at the bottom of the deck with the 5 of Wands. Okay, I feel like this is, you know, how you need to feel. Like renewed. But there's something standing in the way of that, and it's this 5 of Wands. There could be some conflict around you. You've got a lot of 5s. 5, 5 here, right? But the 10 of Cups is under that. So this could be some internal conflicts about the 10 of Cups, about a relationship that happened or, you know, feeling like you can't get that relationship to happen. But look, she's holding on to something. I'm hearing bag lady, right? Knight of Pentacles. Something's coming slowly in. I also feel like they're saying oasis, so that like you could feel like there's like a mirage, like you've been walking towards something or working towards something for a long time, but it never seems to manifest. You keep seeing it off in the horizon, but it's not coming in. but I feel like there's a need to be the Hermit. Okay, something about visualizing, which I said twice already, visualizing your surroundings to be what you're trying to call in. All right, you got the Ten of Pentacles next. Okay, so whatever you feel, it's like you jump from the Six of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So it's really possible. It's something about perception. Okay, now this Five of Swords could be working against you. Like you could be trying so hard, but remember, we talked about something about not having like a fixed idea. And I feel like the Five of Swords is very fixed. It's like controlling. Okay, but this Ten of Pentacles is here. Spirit, why is this Ten of Pentacles here? Can you show me? Ten of Pentacles with the fucking Empress. Okay, it's right there, right? But the star came out a little bit crossed. So it's like you're getting the message from Spirit. It's like you're following Spirit, but maybe you're fighting it. You see, she's got a string attached to her. You see how it's loosely hanging? What if you were pulling it instead of just receiving it? Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck is Judgment. You see how she's just surrendering something and it becomes light? The Sun, and then she's happy. The Four of Wands, okay? I feel gratitude with that card, but it's all about the perspective. And then the Nine of Wands is the old wounds, right? That's the PTSD card. So there's some type of blockage of the past, some memories. But these are like mental blocks. And I feel like these are all the messages from Spirit that want to come in. I feel like this would make you feel renewed, on fire, passionate. Okay, now you got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you haven't even realized that, you know, let's say you've had hard times recently, or you hit some bumps. But I bet you if you really look at them, you weren't really in peril. Okay? Like your needs are met by the divine. And I feel like what they're saying is you will not be left out in the cold anymore. But the mindset may still be there. Five of Pentacles. This reminds me of like, you know, let's say you grow up in the hood, you know, like I did, right? And then you could like hit the lotto. But, or, you know, like, you know, what's that song from like the Jeffersons? Where we're moving on up to the east side, right? And not realize, like still have that feeling of lack, like we're not gonna have enough. Okay? Yeah, painful childhood memories can be very hard to shake. But this is the inner child work that we must do to free ourselves as adults. Okay? Because if we stay stuck there, then, you know, we're not able to reach the things that we want to bring in. Okay? So look at this. Not only you're not left out in the cold, but the Chariot's here to take you to your destination. Okay, those manifestations, those things that you have, those seeds that you've been planting. Okay, but there still stays the need to surrender, to be happy. Okay, look at the Five of Cups under that. You see that drain? Okay, like you need to let it go down the drain, you know, rather than take you down the drain with the negative energy. Okay. And then what's behind that? The Five of Pentacles in the upright. Like this is the mentality. This is the reality. Okay? Now you have here the Four of Swords crossed. Spirit, why is this Four of Swords here crossed? Can you show me? Four of Swords is crossed because this Four of Swords is like meditative, healing, relaxing, right? Going within, repairing, right? This is usually brought to you by something that made you have to like go within. But I feel like you've been there too long, okay? With the Two of Wands, it's time to make a decision that you are no longer where you were. That's the time capsule. Look back. Are you living in the time capsule, or are you choosing the new reality, visualizing the new reality? Seven of Wands, you are protected. Look at that. Okay, she's not aware of these wands. Okay, she's in a meditative state. She's imagining a whole other scenario around herself. Hangman. She's not uncomfortable. Do you see that she is like doing like a yoga pose, and in that there's like an enlightenment, looking at the situation from a new set of eyes. Okay, you got the Three of Cups here crossed. This could be happiness. This could be third party. This could be, you know, an event. So is your happiness here, but in some way you can't enjoy it? Three of Cups, Spirit. Exactly what I just said. Yeah. Yeah. Three of Cups sideways with the Eight of Swords. So the things that could bring you joy, it's like you can't feel them because you're in your head about things that, you know, are affecting you, but it's like they're affecting you because you're permitting it, okay? I want you to see how she's sitting here unbound. When she looks in the mirror, she sees herself bound and attacked. And this leads to the Four of Cups. Okay, so first off, I feel like for some of you, there could have been a third-party situation that you're still ruminating on, and it's causing you to feel detached, but maybe not in the most healthy way, because this woman here, she doesn't know if she still wants this offer, if she should make the offer, or she's just like, do I even want that anymore? Do I want to bring that in? Do I want to make this offer? Do I want to take this offer, right? There's some level of indifference here, right? There's also feeling of missed opportunities, right? So in this, staying in the Eight of Swords, you could be missing the opportunity to be happy or to go out with friends, right? Or that a third party has brought this energy to you and you can't come out of it. Justice at the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Libra, but this also has to do with bringing, you know, that balance within that I was talking about before. And as you see, look at her reflection. Look what she sees in the water. Okay? This is as above, as, you know, so below. Okay? So, you know, how you think about the world is how you see it. With the Ace of Cups, I also feel like somebody wants to bring in some balance to you. They could be offering you an Ace of Cups. Could be this Emperor here. Okay, you got the Ten of Cups here. This could have been after a situation that happened. Okay, some of you could be married to this person. What's good, LB? Low B. All right. Now, tens can be endings, okay? Or this person could have promised to restore the Ten of Cups, but they're not making a lot of effort, or the Knight of Pentacles is coming in too slow. Okay, or you could be holding back from this person, or they're holding on to you, and you could feel like them holding on to you is causing you to not be able to take this new leap of faith. or you feel conflicted about taking a new leap of faith with this person after all the burdens. But I also feel like whether this came from somebody else, thank you. Okay, I also feel like if you were to be honest to a certain extent, whether this is a third party, you know, from the past, or this is like lack mentality, I feel like some of this energy that you're feeling, it's like you may have been carrying this energy with you for a minute. Okay, so like let's say you weren't in a third party relationship in the past, but you hadn't experienced that before, right? But you might have felt something, you might have felt something like mysterious, or you could have been questioning, you know, is this person doing something even before they started? And this could have been like something to do with what you thought somebody would give you. You know, you got this Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Like no matter what you could do, you can't get equally. And maybe this is a mentality, a perception. Okay, I hope I'm making sense, guys. Like in other words, let's say you're in a relationship and this person, you know, ends up doing something. But prior to them doing something or even thinking about it, you already suspected it. Hold on, this is my daughter. I just gotta make sure. Hi, mommy, everything good? I'm in a live right now, so I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. Okay, bye. There could be the sense of that there's something about worthiness. So like, let's say in a career, right? Let's say in a career, you always feel like, let's say you work for a company and you always feel like you always get passed over for the job, right? But did you have that mentality even before that? Because sometimes we come with preconceptions about ourselves and then we experience that because we feel like that, if that makes sense, okay? Now you have the Page of Swords here. Something feeling blocked or you blocking something. Spirit, why is this Page of Swords here? I feel like the time capsule, Spirit is like saying like check in with something you thought before or something, or logging something that's now so that you can check back later, all right? Page of Swords, something that's blocked or focused, right? Three of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. For some of you, you're blocking somebody who's watching you and spying on you, all right? Because there was a third-party situation and they're trying to make an offer to you. For others of you, this it's like what you want, whether it's happiness, something with your second house, something that you value, right? That you want to bring in, but you can't feel like the happiness of this, okay? But I feel like there's a need with this Page of Pentacles to learn something about the past, or how you did something is how you could do this, but apply it. It could be totally two different things. Okay, so let me see if they give me an example for that. Let's say that you're trying to start a company, right? And you feel like you're hitting snags, or like you're doing it, but you're not really enjoying it, right? And there could have been something that you might have did, like let's say if you went to college, you might have did a project or a thesis or something. And the same way you did that, If you use that same plan, it will work again. It's something about allowing happiness. All through this, it's like this conflict, okay? This 4 swords cross, 3 of cups, 8 of swords, the 5 of swords, okay? Meanwhile, sorry, you know they have to call. The truth is this, okay? So you got the Knight of Pentacles here crossed. Strength card is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the battle that you're fighting right now is internal. Look at the 2 of swords, but maybe you can't see that. That it has something to do with an old heartbreak. All right, I feel like Gabriel's here, wants to heal you. 2 of Pentacles, but you need to put down one of these bags. Spirit, what's this Knight of Pentacles? Can you show me? Somebody could have said to you that they were promising you something or whatever, okay? You could have felt like they were never coming in. It's so slow, okay? Or maybe you've been going at something very methodically. I feel like when you see the Knight of Pentacles crossed, I feel like it's a breadcrumbing. A breadcrumbing. For some of you, again, it's talking about like feeling financial lack. I also feel like the Knight of Pentacles is a grounded sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They said pouring of concrete, right? There's something about the foundation here, okay? It's like you got to leave something behind here. And this might be someone who was breadcrumbing you or who did in the past, something that has kept you in your mind, even childhood. Okay, because it's like the Fool and the 6 of Swords, but you got to decide that something to do with this waiting is over. And then at the bottom of the deck, it's like you're holding your head again, right? But the Ace of Wands, the passionate creative idea, and the 3 of Wands wants to come through, which would be the 4 of Wands. And this is like peace, harmony, you know? Queen of Cups being the vessel. 6 of Cups, but it's all rooted in the past. All rooted in the past. Look at you balled up. Fetal position. Page of Swords. Look at all, she's reading the books. These could be the journals. Okay, let's look in the Kipper. There's something here about a project or a value, something that you value, something to do with the 2nd house, something about expansiveness, but releasing something from the past, looking back to understand something about where you're going or how far you've come. There may be some people that you're going to leave in the past. A mature man, okay, in reverse. This could be a partner. That's number 5, okay, change. This person is in the reverse. This person, you know, they could be, you know, your father. They could be a past person you were with. What's good, Leah? Leah Lou. Toil and labor. This person could have been absent because they always worked. There could be a, you know, an abandonment issue here. Okay, or this could be you busting your ass to support someone who wasn't acting mature, or, you know, like let's say a partner and they weren't doing their part and leaving you holding the bag, right? Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Thank you. Main female at the bottom of the deck. Distant horizons, judication, and wealthy man. Okay. Let's check these out real quick. Mature man in reverse. Okay, whether this is your dad, okay, an ex or whatever, I feel like somebody wants to come together, all right? Reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. For a lot of you, this could be, you know, someone who's not even here anymore, okay? But this could be the need to heal that so that you can move forward. All right, this also could be like, let's say this is an ex and you don't even talk to them. You don't have to talk to this person to make peace with them. Write them a letter, okay? Toil and labor, Spirit. The divine masculine in reverse. This could have been, you know, somebody you were dealing with, a father figure. This person could have did a lot of work, but was unavailable emotionally, lacked much, okay? Or could have left you, like I said, holding the bag. Okay, some of you may not even know where this person is, searching online. Okay, this person could be looking for you. This could be an absent father. All right, distant horizons, Spirit, why? It could be something coming back from the past, and maybe that's why they're saying time capsule. Maybe you're going to get an opportunity to heal your own wound. Ascension, distant horizon, spiritual path, awakening. I feel like you're going to get some clarity about something that has to do with this experience, whether it's a person from the past, like a boyfriend or something like that, or, you know, a parent, okay, brother, whatever. I feel like there's something that you're going to discover, or something on your ascension, or this person contacting you, whether it's in a dream, in the 3D, in the 5D, where you're going to get an opportunity, and it's going to be up to you whether you want to release something that has been holding you for quite some time. You could have been on autopilot, like trying to get towards something and not understanding that something from the past has been holding on to you. I'm hearing holding back the tears. I'll keep holding on. Okay? Judication, verge, about to confess, reveal. This is for those of you that are going to have this conversation in the 3D. Also, some of you could be going through like a divorce or something like that, or getting ready to go through a divorce. But this is also letting you realize, right, that this situation is but a mirror of something from before, or how, not to say that you're responsible for this person's actions, but how, like, it reminds you of how you felt as a child, or something, like it opens an old wound, right? Okay, and then wealthy man. Let's see. All right, so wealthy man. And I feel like, you know, they're saying wealthy man, and maybe you meet a wealthy man, okay? But apart from that, I don't think it's about the sex of the person, okay? It's like, remember I was saying about understanding how far you've come, or how abundant you are, but like the rich dad, poor dad thing, that book, okay? That, you know, the lack mentality, okay? So I feel like if you check in, there's more than one way to be wealthy or abundant. Okay? It's like what you imagine, all right? This is the realization of that. Realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. Okay, for some of you, this person could have left you money. Like, let's say, you know, you find out that somebody passes and they left you money. You might find out that they had more than you thought. Okay, but I also feel like this is you recognizing your own abundance, okay? And that these situations or this feeling of lack is really has to do with old triggers from the past. Okay, past happened, trash, okay? This is like the feeling of like unworthiness, something that has made, you know, like you could have been holding yourself back emotionally in some way. Okay, it's like a lockdown, a mental imprisonment, okay? For some of you could have had some type of abuse that happened as a child. This person could just still be in prison. Okay, but remember, you're not locked up. Okay, a lot of, you know, children in general, but a lot of feminines, right, have experienced this. And this can make us see ourselves in a certain light, and we need to heal the inner child. This also has to do with not feeling the shame or the guilt because that doesn't belong to you. And that's how you free yourself from the wounds of the past. Realizations. What you don't heal will feel like your own prison. Where's that Eight of Swords that we had? Okay. Now they sent you the realization, the notification 47 minutes in. All right. So let's get a love and romance because I got a couple of other readings I need to do today. I feel like, you know, maybe the time capsule, you don't have one, but you're going to be looking back to measure what you're still holding on to and what you haven't released so you can go where you want to go. But I feel like also Spirit is saying make one. For those of you that have taken my manifestation course, your God box, in some sense, is a time capsule. Okay, check it out. All right, now, make maybe a time capsule of where you are now. In that, okay, in that time capsule, write how far you've come, like the things that you've overcome, all right? And I feel like inevitably we hit other bumps, and that will be the time to look back and see how much you have overcome. Okay, so maybe there's a need to make a time capsule now. Okay, but before you make this time capsule, I feel like there's a need to take stock of the journey. So you can have like two things in there, okay? Where, you know, where you are now, right? And what you're trying to manifest, and where you've been. What's good, Mary? Okay? Where you've been and what you've overcame. Okay, you could put other things in the time capsule too. Maybe some things that you would envision on your vision board. Okay, you got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. I also feel like you know, flirt with the idea of newness, of all the things that you could bring in. of all the, like, maybe you are envisioning things are blocked, like love is blocked for me, no one ever loves me. That's going to shut that down right away, right? Or, you know, go take yourself out to eat, get dressed up, right? Spoil yourself, do something romantic for you. No, I'm serious. Okay, this could be the one, right? Wow, look, I didn't even look at the other cards that came out. Flirt, this could be the one, and release your ex, right? Now, everybody's looking for love, all right? Or wants to grow love or receive love, right? Have love, right? Wherever you are in that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Leah Lou. But I feel like this energy here is like, what if you're the one you're waiting for? You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I feel like in 2020, I went through a very excruciating first quarter of the year. Because of that, though, I began to love myself again. And maybe not even again. Like if I was to really check in, I loved myself, but not wholly. Like I saw myself through other people's eyes. Okay? And now I get to see myself through my eyes. And I recreated that for myself, okay? But to do that, I had to release a lot of old shit, a lot of old people. You know, even things with my parents, okay? Old parts of myself, okay? But you got very soon at the bottom of the deck, okay? Forgiving and learning. Let that shit go. It doesn't belong in this new timeline. Age of Aquarius. Let it go. Let it go. Let's get a postcard from Spirit, please. And I feel like this is why, you know, not only the timeline or the time capsule thing, but, you know, in the beginning of the reading, I was saying, you know, that the Hermit was here. It's time to go within, and that there was something here about heartbreak and the Nine of Swords that could have left you bitter, right? To the Ace of Cups. All right. So, you know, what's holding you back? You got main female at the bottom of the deck, and thoughts and journey, right? I feel like this is for you. This part of the walk is for you to explore who you are, what you want to be, and what you want to bring in, and who you want to reinvent about yourself. Okay? Nobody can give you what you don't give yourself. Nobody can see in you what you don't see in you. And I mentioned this song yesterday, and now I'm hearing it in my head. The Whitney Houston, Greatest Love of All. Go listen to that shit today, all right? Make it your business to love yourself like that. We got 3. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws. And we view the creation of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have specific standards for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. Didn't I say that there was a fixed way that you saw things happening, and that this was becoming a blockage? So forget your ideas of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. Like, They said flawsomeness, so that it's awesome regardless of its flaws. See yourself like that, right? Remember I said you might be waiting for certain things to be in line, and it's not about waiting. Okay? You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy. Okay? Now, the next one says, dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know that truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. Now, before I finish reading this, I feel like with that grounded in reverse and needing to balance when we saw, the scales, right? It's like the chakras won't receive all the messages if you're not seeing yourself like in balance. Like I feel like there's something here about lightening the frequency. You are entering the age of consciousness. I did say that we were entering into the age of Aquarius, right? It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multi-sensory, multi-dimensional beings. Spirit influences all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense. Read your world. Read between the lines. Tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Okay? Trust the invisible. And I was saying that there was a need to surrender. All right. I also have been saying for weeks that these new gifts are coming in. I feel like they're saying, get rid of these baggages so that you can be present in today, because it feels like you're looking back or looking forward, but not in the moment. When you do that and you become in tune with the moment, you will be able to discern these new parts of yourself. Okay. Now, the last one before we get up out of here. I don't want to keep you guys. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story. What did I say? One in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. I talked about this, all right? Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. And I told you there was a need to release something from the past. Okay? There's a need to release something from the past. And yes, the childhood wounds are hard to overcome. But I feel like it's time. We can't take it with us anymore. All right? So that's what I have for you guys, okay? I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. I will be back on tonight for What's Good Wednesday, okay? 7:30. And I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Namaste, gang, gang. Bye.